Hi, it's Karen Creamer, and I am the author of One Brave Thing and also What If Baby Stays with Steven. But today I want to talk about my friend Laura Stewart Shortridge's book, Unipreneur, How to Live Your Passion in a House Full of Dream Killers. So her book is launching today, and I wanted to urge you to buy it because it's an excellent book. Um, and so I want to talk a little bit about it. I don't want to give everything away. I did make some notes, a lot of notes, because I enjoyed this book so much. Um, so lots of concepts were introduced here that really resonated for me, and I bet they will for you too. Um, right off the bat, she talks about some marriage deal breakers that she and her husband had, and definitely my husband and I had our deal breakers right from the beginning. We each picked our one thing that the other would not tolerate, not to be disclosed at this time in this venue, but so again, connected with the story right in the beginning. Um, Also, the quotes that she uses to open the chapters are some of my favorite quotes of all times. And one of them, the Stephen Covey quote, "Begin with the end in mind," jumped right out also at me right in the beginning. Like Laura, I struggle with my monkey mind, which any of you who have been watching me for any length of time, I'm sure have figured that out. And so, Laura, here's a tip for the monkey mind. I feed mine a banana, and that occupies it so that I can get other things done. And I didn't come up with that on my own, so I would love to credit whoever did originally, but I can't remember where I heard it. Um, Also, Laura talks about in this book having a dream journal, and in it you record your dreams for your future self. So I absolutely endorse that, and I have all kinds of journals, but one of them is a dream journal. And I also have an oral dream journal, so that's another way to do it if you feel like you're just too busy and you can't write things down. Make audio tapes. Then you still have them, you can refer back to them, and if you're multitasking, you can be doing something else at the same time. Um, Another concept in this book is making vision boards, which I've done for years. I love making vision boards. I highly recommend that as well. And after you've done it for a few years in a row, you'll notice that wow, the things that you're visioning for yourself for the future are happening. So it's very reinforcing. You'll notice that if you decide to start this practice for yourself. Um, She also talks about writing your mission statement down on index cards and reading it several times a day. And I also learned that. I learned that years ago. I think it was from Jack Canfield, and I'm sorry to tell you that I have not kept it up. But somewhere I do have index cards that have my mission written on them, and I hope I can turn them up because I would love to see how close it matches what I'm currently working on. So, all right. And also, trying to have similar interests to what your husband has. And so, my husband was also more athletic than I was, like Laura's. And I have some sad tales to tell about me trying to bike ride with him in my 30s. I did it. But anyway, the point is that, find some common ground. And even if you don't love something that your partner loves, at first, give it a shot. And, you might find that you end up loving it almost as much as they do. Hello, Cheap Trick. um, Another statement that Laura makes in her book is you are the authority on you. And oh my gosh, I say that all the time. You are the expert on you. That's a page from my own book. And again, just so strongly resonated with me when I was reading this. And a good reminder for you. So that's why I'm mentioning it here. One of my heroes is quoted in Laura's book, and here's the quote: "All the water in the world can't drown you unless it gets inside you." Boom. And actually, I'd never heard that quote before, so Laura, thank you for giving me another quote from one of my heroes, Eleanor Roosevelt. Um, and another, later on in the book, when she talks about music and kind of how hearing the music flowing inside her, Mozart. And this comes up when there might be a difficult situation in the house, and so distracting yourself from that by playing loud music, that's so effective. I second that practice. And also cleaning. I am not a cleaner, but when I'm agitated or aggravated, those are the times I do my best cleaning, and almost without even thinking about it. And that's probably why, because it just gives yourself something to do while you're processing the emotions. And so Laura mentions this in her book as well, and I think that's awesome. And so I guess there's a few more quotes here. I guess I'll share them with you because I wrote them down. One she mentions is by Mary Morrissey, and it's some people live 90 years and some people live the same 90 years. Excuse me. Scratch that. I'm going to start over. Some people live 90 years and some people live the same year 90 times. Wow. Sit with that for a little while. And she also mentions Carrie Oberbrunner, her writing coach, and also mine. And his quotes show up filled up, one of my absolute favorite quotes by Carrie, so I definitely wanted to, I guess, end on that note. And again, this is my friend Laura's book, Laura Shortridge, Unipreneur, How to Live Your Passion in a House Full of Dream Killers. Here's the whole cover. I highly recommend it. On sale now. Pick up a copy.